Let me tell you something right now.
playoffs.
Let me ask you this. When Aaron Rodgers plays better football, do you give him credit for that? Or do you sit up there? No, you don't.
Oh, yes,
What you do is you point out, can you run us something like that? You guys,
oh my
you ready?
God.
He's not immortal. He's not immortal. Yeah, none of this, Stevie. He hasn't been in a Super Bowl since 2006, Stevie. I understand that. I understand. Hold it. Several years, those wasn't his fault. You do know that, right?
Well, how about last year?
How
about the Tampa game?
I put it on him last year.
How about the Tampa game?
Matt LaFleur
took
the ball out of his hand.
I agree.
Took the ball out of his hand.
I agree.
You know the exact.
Well, Rodgers was a great
That's
game.
right.
Rodgers
You don't take the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands. But if for the vast majority, I'm talking about from 2011 to 2017 or 2018, Aaron Rodgers carried that franchise on his back. And you didn't do enough to help him as an organization. That is a fact.
Well, how about when they were 15-1 that one year and Eli went in with the Giants and buried them?
Man, that's a good point. That's a good point there.
How do they stack up in the division?
That's a good point.
They still should win it.
Yeah.
I know Minnesota showed you something.
I don't know if they
And I'll tell you something right now. You guys laughed at me, about 3 months ago?
But we laugh at you all the time. Which one are you talking about?
Kirk Cousins.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody killing Kirk Cousins. How about Cousins' performance the last couple of years?
Really?
He has played
Didn't
great.
Michael just pick him as MVP?
Yes, Michael
he did.
Irvin.
Good
So
job.
how do you feel about that? How do you feel about the fact that
I'm not gonna go that far.
Mad Dog Russo and Michael Irvin got a lot of comments?
No,
Is that what we do?
You don't want me, I don't want him. Stay away.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to get to your Super Bowl pick later.
Cousins is, yeah, we're going to get to that. That didn't look too good.
Yeah, it's all right.
Cousins has played well. He played well the other
Stop
day.
it. He's one of those guys that gets his numbers. He's not a scrub. He can play, and he gets his numbers. But as you would say, ooh, you so slick.
Oh, no.
I mean, it ain't just the slick back hair that you rocking now on national television trying to be Pat Riley. That's my man. That's my brother, Pat Riley now. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is this. You sit up there and you're conveniently forgetting the kind of stuff that you sit up there and say. You can give me Kirk Cousins. You would bring up anybody else. Well, what do they do in big moments? What big moments have Kirk Cousins had?
He won a playoff game against Drew Brees in New Orleans.
A playoff game?
That doesn't count?
Not for you. That's unacceptable for you. You can't give me a playoff game. Not you. Not the standard you hold everybody else to.
Game. You go crazy on Lamar Jackson. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. How many playoffs?
Me?
America does.
Listen.
How many playoff games has he won on the road?
He's won.
All right, so how come Cousins gets pounded? He's won one, too.
Excuse me. Lamar Jackson is an electrifying talent that has carried the Ravens offense on his back for years. I'm just saying, his record is in the regular season. He's won twice as many games as he's lost. He's gotten them to the postseason. We all know how electrifying of an athlete that he is.
And his postseason performance has been.
Excuse me, how many times have we pointed out the lack of weapons that he's had available to him?
He's a genius in the regular season.
No.
But then in the postseason, it's not his fault because he has no wide receivers.
I didn't say it wasn't his fault. I did not say he wasn't at fault. I did not say he was flawless. What I said is he's better than Kirk Cousins, and you don't need to be mentioning them in the same breath.
Right now.
Are you going to sit up here and say with a straight face that he is?
Life on the line.
Oh, God. Kirk Cousins or Lamar Jackson?
In a big game on the road.
Lamar Jackson all day, every day, ahead of Kirk Cousins. Listen.
Cousins is underrated.
Listen. Is that water check? What are you drinking this morning if you think that Kirk Cousins is Lamar Jackson?
He's made a lot of money in the
Kirk
NFL.
Cousins and Lamar Jackson. What's wrong with you? Please.
Hey, by the way, real quick, because I know you're a low-key Packers fan, Devontae Adams had 140 receiving yards in Week 1. That's more than all the Packers receivers combined.
And
they totaled 120.
And who won
let that guy go.
Who won the game?
Chargers
or Raiders?
Chargers.
Yeah.
And how many interceptions did Derek Carr throw?
Yeah.
He can have
you're
all the
saying
yards
he should
he
have stayed.
wants.
I get where you're.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.